Hey, welcome to another Monday night here in your Nirvana YouTube channel. My name is West Coast Bob, and this is Cover Lovers. And it's very hectic in the background, but I was cool as a cucumber. West Coast Big Rob and Mike's a little busy. I'll go with Trish. Hey, Trish, thank you for joining us. Little last minute. Sorry.
Man, you said the bat signal was up, and I was like, hold my hat, I'm coming.
For a minute, I thought I was going to fly solo. I was like, this is going to be the fastest show ever. So
You're going to be like, these all suck. Just save your money.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Let's move on. So awesome.
Except there'd be like one udon cover that he really likes. And that'd be it.
If it's by Chamba, I'll probably buy it.
Is there an udon? I don't know about this week. But all right. Mike and Dio, ¿qué pasa?
I had the Monday from hell today. It was awful. I got done with work a half an hour from the time the show started, and it was 92 degrees out there today.
Ooh.
And, it was pretty warm out today.
Really?
Not like
brutal
90, not here. But woof.
Yeah, it was a rough day. So I'm super happy to be here to talk some covers. So I might be a little salty today.
I was actually cold over here today. So.
Oh, I hate you. Very jealous.
Well, okay. Well, before we get going, let's get some business done, and let's. I'm not ready to part. Okay, there you go. Use Nirvana 14 for 30 days, unlimited cover price for only 99 cents. Stop by coverprice.com. Type in the code Nirvana 14 when you sign up, and you get 30 days for 99 cents at coverprice.com. And also, don't forget to stop by Bird City Comics and buy some cool exclusives and other cool books and toys and all kinds of stuff. There, and use the code TNH10 for 10% off your purchase at Bird City Comics. And don't forget to stop by DisplayGeek.com and use the code Team Nerdherd to get 10% off your first purchase of those beautiful Display Geek displays for your Funko Pops, toys, and all that jazz. Also pop protectors, action figure protectors, all kinds of cool stuff on there. Stop by DisplayGeek.com. And of course, I mentioned that beautiful beat was brought to you by Beats by Monster Eddie DJ on Instagram. Check them out. Okay, let's go to the chat. See what's going on with the chat. Chat is quiet. GT actually was first.
Hi, all two of you.
all two of us. Busy night, I guess. So, GT Comic always first in line. And Kenny Bird is the word. What's going on? Hi, everyone. Here tonight. Well, slowly they'll trickle in, I guess. But you stop on by. Don't be shy. Say hi in the chat or say hi in the comments during the show or after the show. I'm sorry. And all the people on the rewind. There's a lot. That's the majority of you. Hello. Okay. Is that it? Any other comments before we start? No? All right. Let me pull up the screen. Share the screen. I feel like it's like dead quiet. Is it just me or I'm just being...
For some reason it does sound dead quiet tonight. Is there usually more noise? I don't know where the noise comes.
Yeah, I thought I put some music in the background. Let me check. I thought I did.
This is the big sign in the book front. I remember it.
Okay.
It's a music thing.
I could hear it a little bit now. Okay, I could hear it a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's loud on your 52-inch TV at home, but it's quiet on my laptop. So okay, let's move on. Cover lovers, some cool ass covers this week, and maybe some bad ones. We all love the bad ones around here. And incentives. First, we're going to start with Void Rivals. Issue 9, we got the 1 in 10 by Andre Lima Araujo. Casper Willer. Damn, these things are tough. Casper Wingard. 1 in 25, and the 1 in 50. Tonsi, man, these names are really tough. 1 in 50. I failed miserably on pronunciation of last names today. Mike, you're first.
Wow. I think I'm drawn to the Arroyo. because I really dig. Oh man, what's helicopter guy? Green helicopter guy.
I just literally said his name yesterday, I think, and I already forgot.
Oh my god, Spinner, Swiss, not Spinner. Oh my god.
No, it's not. They literally just came out with a toy with him.
Oh my god.
I said it yesterday. It was a Saturday, maybe Saturday.
He's one of my favorites. I
Springer?
can't remember his name. Springer,
that's right.
Springer. Love that he's got a cover. He doesn't get very much love, a whole lot of covers. He was, major player in the original movie, and I dig that he's on that cover. The other two, the Zonyik looks a little too washed out, such that it could sort of be anything. And while I don't mind the Casper Wingard cover, at least the I guess that's Galvatron. Is that Galvatron? No, or is that Springer too? I don't know who that's supposed to be. In the foreground, the characters in the background don't look great to me. I'm not really even sure who they're supposed to be. Who the hell are they?
It looks like the helicopter guy. If you're judging it off of the Lima cover.
Yeah.
It looks like all three of them are the same thing.
Yeah, they do kind of all look the same. Maybe that's a scene that happens in the book, possibly. I don't really know, but I mean the Lima looks more old school, sort of Marvel 80s to me, and I just like that it's clearly Springer because he's green, whereas in the other ones it's not clear to me. So I'm going with the 1 in 10.
A 1 in 10 for Mike. And Trace, I forgot to mention, I owe you a beer for just jumping in really quick like that. I appreciate it.
Give me in San Diego.
Yeah, I'll get you in San Diego for sure.
Anyway, it would just be cool to hang out with you in San Diego. It would just be cool to say hi.
You got it.
But of the three, I'll lean in Mike's direction and go with Lima as well. I think it's got like kind of an old school comic feel that I kind of dig. All three of these covers are telling the same exact story. The composition is almost identical, except they just kind of showed it, I guess, in 3 different styles, which I think is nice. But if I had to, for my money, I guess I would go with the 1 in 10, even though I'm not really buying this book. I get things in trade, in trade paperbacks.
That's cool. Trade is a lot cheaper and a lot.
You should have saw my haul last time I went to Third Eye. Holy crap! I'm not allowed to go in there unsupervised.
Was it this big? Was that big?
I had a receipt that long.
CBS receipt.
Yeah, I had a CBS receipt from there. I also pre-ordered a box of the latest edition of Lorcana. So then I have to go pick them up.
You're a sucker.
I am. Big sucker. I'm gonna get duped too because like I'm 200 plus packs, no enchanted cards.
That's disgusting to me.
I just have shitty luck.
That's disgusting to me. I almost feel bad enough to send you just one of mine.
Well, it's a lot cheaper than baseball cards. I'll tell you that because I'm trying to collect Bowman right now, and Bowman is really expensive.
I think the heat's off of it too. Like now,
yeah, it's definitely the hype went away for a little bit. Marvel cards right now have a lot of hype. Mm-hmm. I'll do a quick one real quick here. So you picked the 1 in 10, right, Trish?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's make it 3. All you would think I'd go for the purple one, all bloody purple there, but I agree with Mike. It's too washed out. It's just not giving me anything to get me excited. It's just kind of like I'm confused when I see this cover. And the 1 in 25, it's cool to see a dead Transformer there, but it's just a standard A cover to me.
To be fair, none of them really feel like incentives to me, but
no, not really. They're all cool art in their own way. Nothing wrong with the art. The objective was fulfilled by the artist. Drink.
They did what they got paid to do.
Yes, sure did. So it's good standard comic book art, but we're talking incentives and it's high-end dollar stuff. So we're paying a lot more money than your traditional $3.99, $4.99, or You gotta show me more, and at least something quirky or special about it. And I guess the Springer, just like Mike said, he's never on covers. I don't think I've ever seen him on any covers.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if he's on any of them other than he might be on the reproduction movie cover because he's in the poster, right?
You'd be happy to know his toy sold out like that.
Nice, good. I love it. You know, I don't have an OG in a box of him. I'm really pissed about that. He's the only movie character I don't have. I even have a wheelie on a card, but I don't have him in a box.
Well, he made by the repro. Hasbro's starting to do something.
I can't do that.
Pretty close, though. They're pretty close.
For one guy, I've got real ones before Springer.
All right, let's move on to my heart here. Cobra Commander, issue number 5. We got the 1 in 10 by Chris Burnham, and the 1 in 25 by Brian Level, and the 1 in 50 by Dustin Nguyen. And I'm gonna cheat. I'm starting this one. I personally love them all. They all have something special about them. The 1 in 10 actually shows a Hiss tank. To me, that's always cool when you see a Hiss tank on the cover. And it really depicts Cobra Commander as a douchebag on the cover, but that's who he is. He is kind of a douchebag. So I like that. The 125 is the traditional burst cover. All the 125s are burst cover for Cobra Commander, Duke, Scarlet, any of the I forgot what they call the universe. But those are always the 125 are the burst cover. And I don't remember this guy too well. This particular character.
I don't know who the hell that's supposed to be.
He's a more modern Joe from maybe the 90s version, if I'm not mistaken.
I was going to say, with that shade, it looks super 90s.
Yeah, he's not from like the first 5 or 6 waves of the original figures. I don't have any idea who he is.
No, I think he's more of an early 90s guy. I
would have stopped by 89-ish.
Yeah, a deep cut of a character. And the 1 in 50 is cool because it also Cobra Commander could be kind of a silly, douchebaggy character, but also could be a very menacing, threatening, evil character. And that's what the 1 in 50 depicts to me. It's very World War II, hell, all that.
You expect to see some propaganda, like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He wants you. So that's cool. Which one would I pick? They're all great to me. It's like picking my kids. So I go with the 1 in 10. I like Cobra Commander as a douchebag, and I love me some Hiss tanks. It's the simplest art of all 3 of them, but it's a cute cover, you could say. So I go with the 1 in 10. Trish, your thoughts?
You know what I'm glad they didn't do on those burst covers? I'm glad they didn't make the characters look like action figures.
Yeah, I agree.
You know how Dynamite does those action figure covers?
Right.
On the Disney ones? I'm glad they didn't do that. Like, this is good art. It's giving 90s. It's making me feel like, that nostalgia. So I guess it's doing what it's supposed to. I don't know this guy. I don't know this dude. But he looks like someone who would be, kind of like a morally gray character. I don't know. But if I had to pick, if money were no object, I'd pick that 1 in 50 just because it's giving propaganda. Like, it's like old World War II kind of, like, it almost should be red and black. And then I'm just going to turn my computer off, walk away. Yeah.
I forgot about the chat.
But yeah, it's I think I'd pick that 1 in 50. Just because of, like, the menacing nature of how it feels. I do like the 1 in 10 because at least they got the perspective right, like on the buildings and the way the characters are on that plane there, and of course, awesome tank. Thanks, copy.
So you're going with the tank as well?
No, I went with the 1 in 50 just because it's scary.
Oh, the propaganda. Yeah, I agree. Just money wasn't an object, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If money wasn't an option, I'd go with that 1 in 50.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah, I'm 1 in 50 all the way. I actually think it's the only incentive-worthy cover. I like the 1 in 10 art as a splash page. That'd be a great splash page.
Okay.
Be really excited to open up a page of the book, but I don't know that I'm excited to pay for that as an incentive. So I agree with all the things you said about it, but not as an incentive cover. I actually think the burst cover this time is kind of trash, to be honest with you. Not because I don't know the character. That's my fault, not their fault. But I just don't think it does anything for me. And so, especially not in a 1 in 25. Whereas the 1 in 50 is excellent art. It really does have that propaganda poster vibe to it in a really, really good way, really menacing way. Off Cobra Commander the way I want him to be, which is a little bit more menacing and evil than he's often depicted in the old cartoon, especially because of the reaction of all the soldiers, which I think is a really cool touch. So the 1 in 50 is a great piece, and I would never probably buy it for what it's going to cost. It'd probably be a $70 book, but at the end of the day, I like it best artistically.
You wouldn't be surprised. These Cobra Commander books actually stay pretty close to ratio. They don't really go up too high. So
Although even at 50, I couldn't do like 30 maybe, but I'm sure I won't find it that cheap.
Like if any of these were like a poster or like a individual print or something like that I would buy, like it would be the 1 in 50. I wouldn't I don't think that the 1 in 10 would be something I would like put in the front of my display and be like, oh look, it's so perfect. But
I'm glad they didn't hide the top of his helmet with the trade dress. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, but that's what I like about anybody other than Marvel or like even Disney. Like they won't like cut off half the piece or ruin it with the trade dress.
So tied to their trade dresses. They think they're so amazing that that's the thing that's the focal point all the time.
You mean it's all about
the branding
like this?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I asked for a poster in my shop, and they gave me a poster.
Oh man, you did not even. I got the stupidest thing in the mail that I ordered like 5 months ago. The stupidest thing.
What is that?
It is a Funko Pop of myself in the Dunkin' Donuts uniform. Because
the Dunkin' Donuts uniform?
Yes, because the Dunkin' Donuts thing is like my jam. Like Dunkin' Donuts coffee is my favorite thing on earth. So. But I got that, and I got the little kitty cat, little sidekick character, and I named it Elsie because it looks like Elsie.
Like this?
Yes, look at you. See, at least you got one that looks like you. Mine, I had limited options because they didn't have like a short hair orange option for the ladies.
Yeah, your hair will be tough because you change your hair all the time. So
I do. It's not accurate, but it's okay. I love it anyway. It's stupid though.
All right.
Anyway, moving on.
No worries. We always like little side tricks.
I'm the queen of side track.
All right, so we're all done here. Let's move on to the next book. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong, issue 7, the final issue actually. The 1 in 25 by Michael Janin and the 1 in 50 by Kendrick Lim. Mike, start off.
The Janin for me is definitely the one. I don't really dig Lim's depiction of Wonder Woman too anime for me. I want her to be tougher and a little less little girly. And I kind of just don't want Batman and Superman on this cover. I just want Kong and Godzilla, and so that's what I get on the Janin. And I just think it's better. It's a little muddy though. I wish there was just a little bit more contrast with it. I think I'd like it a little bit better. I do like the bat symbol in the back. I think that's actually a really nice touch, a nice way to get Batman into the covers, so to speak, without actually having him be there sort of like front and center. I think that the Kendrick Lim's a little too busy, a little too digital looking. So it's the Janin all the way. Janin. I don't know how he says it.
The popular books this week for this particular issue are the regular open order ones, in particular a foil of Kong with a big Green Lantern symbol right on his chest. I think he takes one of the rings. So I think that one sold out on Midtown. Chris, which
looking for me here? Okay. So I like the Janin. I'm just gonna lean in here. I do not like any of the human characters on the Lim.
Agreed.
They look thick, like Batman.
Yeah,
looks,
yeah, there you go. That's well said.
said.
That's exactly what I was trying to work today.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, like, the Superman looks okay, but it's just like a straight on. It's kind of boring. But like, if the Kong from the limb was with the Godzilla on the Janin, I think I would feel like this would be like a really good mashup. I don't know. But also, they both look like they should be connecting covers. Like there should be something else attached to them, like especially the Janin. But I like the Janin. I would go with the Janin.
They actually done a ton of connecting covers for this particular run. I'm a big Godzilla guy and Kong guy, so I bought all these issues and I bought multiple variants and incentives and all. I went all the way in on this.
You went bonkers, huh?
Yeah, I spent too much money on this, but hey, that's life.
I wonder to your point. I wonder to your point, Trish, if that's just a DC cropping thing, and if the original artwork is panned out more.
Oh, maybe they just kind of zoomed in, like on purpose.
I think they zoomed in. I agree. I think they zoomed in. Yeah, regardless, the limb looks dead. The Superman looks like a damn zombie. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
The Batman looks like ill. Like he looks.
Yeah. He's like chewing gum and
chronic.
Shit. Yeah.
And Wonder Woman looks like someone cosplaying as Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that looks like she doesn't even fit. Like I don't understand.
The Janin wins by default, I think. It's not that much better, but it's better. Like I said, I thought that this. I'll show you this real quick. I think this one's a lot better.
Oh, that's way cooler.
Yeah, look at that. That's so much cooler.
That's way cooler.
And it's a foil.
Oh, see, that green's gonna pop.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's.
It's I believe an $8 book, or probably more because foil probably 10. So. What's going on in Midtown? You got to ask for your local shop, see if we still have it. Like I said, the Janin wins by default, but it's even the regular cover A and the B's they're better this particular week for this particular book. So, but I guess the Janin, I like just the way he shaped the characters. They're pretty cool. All right, and let me focus a little bit on the chat here. Where's the show? Ratios. Well,
we would never finish this show if it was all the covers.
Why is it all ratios and incentives and source exclusives there, Mike? You're chewing. It's time to promote you could just quick promotion of your article. You're muted.
Sorry, I was doing it and then I realized. So read Cover Fire on CBSI every Tuesday, although there won't be one this week because both my wife and I both hurt our backs this week. But most weeks I do an article that's everything else. My favorites that are not incentives and not store exclusives. So go check that out. CBSI, that's comicbookinvest.com. Every Tuesday, late morning, early afternoon.
Yep. So I guess you're ready for that Wednesday, right? For that Wednesday run to the shop.
Where you don't have to spend a lot of money on your very, very nice comic books.
So that's literally the genesis of
You're not
why
gonna
we
write
have
one this week, and I got that Jenny Prison cover and everything. Oh wait, that's a ratio. Never mind.
Which one?
Oh, the Jenny Prison. Which Jenny Prison? I know this. I lost track. There's so many Jenny Prison.
Pharaoh number 3.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Never mind though. It's a ratio, so it wouldn't go on Cover Fire.
That might actually pop up here very soon. I was able to pick up this last week's 1 in 10 Godzilla for cover.
And not because you're on the show, Trish, but your cover's better.
Oh, yeah. The A cover or the horror cover?
The A cover.
Both. Okay. I personally think both, to be honest, but
it's the growl coming through the shrubs. Isn't that the one for this issue?
Yeah, that's the one with the wolf coming through.
It's way better than Jenny's cover. It blows her away.
Aw.
No, it's not even just that. It's just truth. It's not.
Chad's in here roasting me tonight.
There's nothing wrong with Jenny's cover. Jenny's cover is fine, but yours is way better.
I think, yeah. We'll talk about it here in a minute, but
I can't. I have something to tell you guys when this is over.
Yeah, we're actually gonna get to that book in a minute, so we'll see here. Catwoman 65, the 1 in 25 by Otto Schmidt, and the 1 in 50 by Elisa and Ivanova. Another book, I think, where the open order books, the regular ABC books are better.
These are fucking awful.
Yeah, they're pretty rough. So, Mike, just tell me how you feel.
These are really, really, really bad covers. Like, it's almost as if both of these artists tried to make the worst possible cover they could make. These happening on these covers. They're really terrible depictions of women, both of them. I mean, guys, Catwoman is supposed to be hot. That's like the whole point. Is she's supposed to be like slinky and sly and sexy and the whole thing. Dude, like if these two girls were anywhere near me, I would turn away on purpose. Like they're scaring me, both of them. The proportions on them are both wrong. I feel bad that the Ivanova is supposed to be a homage to a beautiful Adam Hughes cover this one is really not doing any justice for. These do not deserve to be. Not only do they not deserve to be incentives, I really don't think they deserve to be covers. To be honest with you, these are really bad. Especially when you got something like this, cover B, just blowing them out of the water. Oh my God! See, God, it's amazing. With a mighty and powerful Lobos. Lobos, amazing. Why is that not the incentive? It's so much better. That's exactly what you're supposed to get on a Catwoman cover. Trish.
Do they just use people that they like? I mean, I don't know. Like, okay, as far as the illustration part goes, I don't see anything wrong with them as illustrations. I wouldn't pay incentive money for them. Like, Catwoman is different strokes to different folks, I guess, like we always say, art is subjective. I like the rendering on the Ivanova, I guess.
This doesn't feel like the kind of character you should be messing with, though.
But
like for Poison Ivy, okay.
Is it on purpose? Is this Catwoman different? Like, for some reason, is she a different woman than usual? Like, I don't know. But I mean, I like this version of the cat suit though. Like, I'll give it that positive. I'm not trying to roast it like Mike. I don't want to be like Mike tonight. But I guess if I had to pick one, I guess I'd go with the Schmidt because I think it's more. I just like the other one's more like a photograph. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be, but I like the smirk on the Ivanova. Like, I think that's kind of fun, but I don't really get Catwoman out of either of these. So,
somebody called the Lisa version the mom of Catwoman.
Catwoman.
And somebody also mentioned it's like bootleg DNA. It's funny you mentioned that because there is also a regular open order DNA for Catwoman,
which is also better than those two covers.
Oh, a lot better.
Look, he drew a bunch of cats. I already like it better.
Yeah, so you can buy that. It saves yourself a lot of money for Catwoman, and which is crazy. Catwoman is literally known for having some of the best incentives out there in the market.
Exactly, for like a long time, for like decades, not just recent.
Yeah. No, at least the last 10 years.
So, I was just wondering, like, did Catwoman change? Is she a different woman? Like, clearly on the Ivanova, like that's not a usual Catwoman. Like, is she different?
I don't know. I'm certainly not reading it.
And usually, like, the eyes are more closed in. It looks more like a cosplay to me.
Well, Fire likes the auto, so he might get the auto. Well, yeah, I think the auto is a better one of the both. I just like the colors, the neon purples on it. So I gotta go with that. That it's a little more clean, a little more simpler. The whole gimmick of the photograph, the Polaroid, I'm kind of getting over that. I never really was into it, and it's a little too much for me at this point. And yeah, it does look like Selena Kyle in her mid-50s. But it's in pretty good shape, but it's just a little too old there. I don't know what happened. Or somebody else playing Catwoman. I don't know. I'm not reading the book, so. But
yeah, I was like, did they change her? Is she different?
I don't know. Otto Schmidt looks better. This looks better. It's clean, very retro neon 80s vibe to me. Vice City.
Gun to my head, I take the bullet.
But I like that version of the cat suit, though. I mean, you know, maybe not the mask, maybe not this part, but like the way the ears are and the bodysuit is.
Yeah, but that's the old school, right? From the old, like Golden Age Batman, sort of. Well, it's blue.
Where it's kind of purpley instead of like
blue, though,
instead of black.
No, it's purple. Yeah.
And I saw your private chat there, Trish. We'll definitely talk about it at the end of the show. All right.
Huh.
Let's see here. What is this? Immortal Thor number 11 by Greg. They're both Hildebrands. They're both 150s. And in my opinion, these are some of the most atrocious Marvel masterpiece cards ever created. I always hated these cards growing up. I always thought they were ugly. And to get them blown up in at I guess a 6x8, whatever the size of a comic book is, I don't measure comic books. It's not good for me. So personally, I hate them both. But Trish,
I mean, these already exist though. These were already printed somewhere else.
Yeah, these are real cards in the 90s.
I wonder if Greg and Tim get an extra paycheck when they do this, because like, you know.
No.
That's lame.
Yeah, because
that's lame on two fronts. Then that's lame that they reused art and that they don't pay the artist again when they reuse it for a second printing.
Jusko or Hildebrand? I can't remember what it was. Jusko or Hildebrand who said that in one of the chat rooms that they don't get paid.
Gun to my head, I don't mind the Jubilee only because I love her aesthetic, just like the way she looks. So, I mean, plus X-Men '97. I love that series, and I just finished watching the Disney Plus show, so like I'd probably buy it anyway, but like not at 1 in 50 prices if that's going to be a 1 in 50. No way.
Sorry. I was going to say, look, it looks like Ernest goes to jail.
He does. He looks like he's about to say, you know what I mean, Vern?
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, that's just it, though. Well, I was going to piggyback off what you were saying, Trish. Those little corner thumbnails, those are just like A, B cover. Those are just cover price covers. And they have really minimal trade dress on them. It's meant to mimic the cards from the 90s. I like that better. So I would never pay for these virginized ones when they're really not virginized. I also agree with Rob. These are two of the weaker images from these sets. The Jubilee is fun. The Loki is just kind of creepy and off-putting. I can't get behind the Loki one, but
I could sneer.
I could be persuaded someone handed it to me. So I guess it'll be the Jubilee by default, but I there's no shot in hell I would buy the incentive versions. No way. Plus, I kind of hate that they're reusing card art anyway.
And plus, like as I mentioned before, because they've been doing these Hildebrands for a long time, they're referencing the wrong year of Marvel Masterpiece. The way you frame the card, the trade dress version, it's wrong. It's the wrong year. They didn't put that particular art. It doesn't have the little square line around it. That's a whole different year. So the editor sucks balls. All right, let's move on. It's gonna be interesting. Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider #1, two of the very most popular artists out there right now in the game of comic books. The 1 in 50, Pablo Villalobos, and the 1 in 100 by Jenny Frison. Trish, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this one.
So you see how she's got her hands on the Lobos, where it's kind of that the forearm, the foreshortening on the fingers looks a little funny.
Yes.
That's I think a little of that uncanny valley kind of hitting, where where people try to do the perspective or mock it, mock it up. I don't know. It doesn't look fully rendered. It looks like something's missing. I don't know. It looks broken, but it's not. I'm fair certain there's like a good reference that he used. I think I like the Jenny. It looks kind of pop art to me, like that 80s, 90s kind of pop art style. Kind of retro. Looks like it should be neon. And her eyes should be like super poppy. She looks like Madonna, doesn't
Yeah,
she?
she does. I was going to say that, and that's why.
She's like giving 80s Madonna.
That's why I love it so much, though. It just feels like a Madonna cover, and I want it.
I know. Sarah's gonna say it's her best friend Jenny. It's our best friend. It's our best friend. Laura's best friend.
Yeah, she already said it.
Jenny Prison. But yeah, I like the Jenny. I'll pick the Jenny just because the other one just is like, kind of not my style.
Mike.
I don't mind the Lobos. It's not his best piece in the world, but it certainly is. In this particular case, to me, it doesn't hold a candle to the Frisson. And look, I'm with a lot of you these days. But Frisson has gotten a little tired.
Congrats on her eye
for a lot of people. A lot of it's the same. I get it, but she seems to have kind of gone back into creating some really good stuff over the last, say, 5 or 10 covers. And this one's up there. I love the color choices. I love how much it looks like Madonna. Makes me want it that much more. Granted, I'm normally a metalhead, but I am a sucker for 80s pop, especially Madonna. And so while that may lose me some fans if I even had any in the first place, I'm a double sucker for Frisson, but it's also clearly a Madonna reference, which I love. So I have to go with that one. I think it's way better. But they're both good, both solid.
Let's see what we got here. Whoa, Tyre, how dare you? Personally, I personally like Lobos more than Frisson, but that's just my personal opinion. But for this particular cover, the Frisson is the better cover. It does look like Madonna. Speaking of Madonna, anybody order the Deadpool tickets for today? For the movie?
Yes.
You did. What day? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
It'll be a Thursday. Yeah.
It's the same weekend as San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh. Well, I'll make it work. I'll make it work.
All right.
I'm going to make it work.
Anybody in the chat order the tickets too? Let me know. Yeah, the Lobos is solid. Somebody said any other week, any other artist, the Lobos will probably win. But Jenny Frisson did.
I can see that picture of Gwen hanging up in if I had my fantasy decorating scheme and I had a room themed to comics, I would hang that up. That is a nice piece. Yeah. That's a piece I would be like, that is Spider-Gwen. That's Madonna cosplaying Spider-Gwen for some reason. It's beautiful.
She's just missing the mole. But
yeah, she just needs a beauty mark.
Well, it's also a commercial for iPod. Remember the old iPod commercials?
Yeah, it just needs that white string.
Yeah, when they're dancing in shadow work or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's also an iPod commercial.
Oh, but there's a regular cover of the Frisson though.
Yeah, with the trade dress. Is it massive?
No, if it's in the place where it's supposed to be, it's down over her boobs and arm there, which is a good spot.
All right. Let me look for it. I got it right here. Just give me 1 second. Pull it up. So yeah,
that's my cover.
Oh, there it is. Let's see. Also, the Lobos has a regular trade dress version.
Yeah, it does. I was just looking at that too. I was just going to say that.
So let me.
Her face looks scrunched up on that Lobos one, but that's probably because I can't see it too good. See, that's not bad.
If that's where the trade dress ends up being, I'm fine with that.
But I also don't hate the trade dress on this either.
No, I don't.
It actually looks good. The color scheme on it looks good. Here is
one of the one times they actually match the trade dress to the colors on the cover.
Here's a more blown up version of the Lobos for you. Also count the fingers. I count 4 on this hand, but this is me.
Oh no, it's hidden behind the perspective. It's hidden behind her. You see, the thumb and the forefinger are kind of right there in that same.
Yeah, but you see the line, and it's there's no separation. It looks like one giant fat finger.
It does. It looks like one, but I see what he did there as an artist. That's kind of like a trick because he can't draw hands.
You hear that, Lobos?
Sorry, Lobos. Sorry, honey.
Okay.
You got to take hand drawing lessons from Jenny, who loves to draw. Who
Yeah, look at
He
hands.
loves to draw
I suck
hands,
at
by the way.
drawing.
Right.
I suck at drawing
She
hands.
loves hands.
My favorite thing to do though is to like do test pages where I just draw the same, like where I draw hands again and again and again. And it's mostly cartoon hands, so they only have 3 fingers and a thumb.
Like Mickey hands.
Yeah, like Mickey hands. I did that as a test back in my Don Bluth studying days. I did several test pages of the character we were animating. It was like a little bunny rabbit, and it had 3 fingers on the thumb. Classic.
There's a cool podcast out there with Jenny. Check out. Read.
I still use wired headphones.
Or you could look at my interview with Jenny before she was really anybody. When she was still in the local artists row at Memphis Comic-Con. That's when I interviewed her.
I agree. She does have a rocker chick, kind of what's that? Kind of a heart rocker face. Look to her. So, all right. Cherry bomb. All right, let's move on. Blood Squad 7-1. Alonso didn't like this. By the way, this deck is predicted by Alonso, so send your angry letters to Alonso if you don't like what he says.
No, I don't like this cover either.
Oh, it's very 90s. It's very 90s image.
Well, yeah, this is obviously Cable, Deadpool.
90s image was like that Pit #1.
Image, the whole shebang. Trish.
I can't say anything. Just because, I mean, like, this dude is... I don't know what this book's about based on the size of this dude. Like, I don't know anything about this. It's very retro looking. It gives 90s. Now, another friend of mine does 90s style image comics named Tony, who does a book called Local Man that's up for an Eisner, y'all. So, I mean, I can't knock this style. But, like, I don't like it. It's not my aesthetic. Look at those. He's got a live-out quantity of pouches. Like,
yeah, this is a Blood Squad 7, issue 1.
I don't know. You couldn't tell me what this. Well, I could read the synopsis. I'm sure this guy's got muscles on muscles on muscles. It's missing. Like, it needs more shading.
And that's why it doesn't quite read as 90s image to me, because they were better than this.
It's like he was doing like a modern take on it, but I don't know. I can't say I hate it, but like, because I don't know what it's about, but good effort. Good effort.
This is the only cover that sold out on Midtown for this book.
Oh, for this particular one? Well,
yeah.
See, like, but like,
that's the same guy right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the same guy as the one on that muscle cover?
Yep, that same guy right there.
He looks significantly less muscly there.
Cable?
That's not Cable.
Sub-Zero.
Yes, Cable and Sub-Zero.
Mike, thoughts? Obviously, I think I know what you think already.
No, I don't think it's as bad as Alonso is making it out to be, just because it does definitely have 90s nostalgia to it, but it just doesn't quite have what I think we all want it to be, which is like Savage Dragon #1 or Pit #1 or Max or any of those. Those covers were actually really good, even though they had that 90s overdone aesthetic to them. This one just kind of falls short of that. It's not quite there. It's close. It just doesn't do it. It's exaggerated in all the wrong places and not exaggerated in all the right places, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it is, Mike. It is Mike Sykes says a parody cover. Yeah, it's an homage. It's parodying the old 90s image stuff, and for what it was trying to do, it succeeded, I think, and I could congratulate him on that aspect. It's not everybody's cup of tea, this particular type of art, as we know. But like Alonso says, throw up emoji. But I think the color palette really matches the genre, and so it's a trade dress. The giant logo.
The first
Sorry.
exciting issue. Pow, pow.
Yeah, it only needs a polybag and it would have been perfect.
Yeah, I mean, he did what he was set out to do. Isn't that what you always say? He did what he set out to
Drink,
do.
everybody.
This guy ate like a kilo of super serum, the super soldier serum.
Well, obviously, he doesn't look like this in the book. Like this exaggerated because the other cover art, he's totally more normal looking. But Jim went hardcore. He went all the way on this one.
He went all the way.
He's definitely on steroids. All right, let's move on to Ultimate Black Panther number 4 with the big slappy emoji from Alonzo. This is Doali.
There's like 4 illustrations happening at the same time with this. Cover.
Almost like 5. The blue cat, purple cat, the dude, and the lady.
And then there's another outline behind her, and then there's the cat.
And an outline behind her, and then there's this pattern behind them.
How many panthers do you see?
Not enough. We need 2 more.
It's got to be at least 3 more.
The forehead's too giant on this character.
Yep.
Way too giant forehead.
Yeah, is she Shuri?
I don't know who it is. It's Alienation. Remember Alienation?
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It just needs the spots. It's good to go. I think I agree a lot. I think this cover is not good.
I think there's a lot happening. I mean, the elements that you can see that are made part of the main image, because I guess that's just supposed to be Shuri. Like, if you just look at the silhouette, that looks like it's supposed to be her. But it's like all of these things make up Shuri, right? Is she supposed to be all of these things? I guess it's supposed to be symbolic in a deep way or something. It'll mean something to somebody or whoever reads Black Panther. I don't read Black Panther, but I mean, good on this guy for trying something different. I just don't think I would pay 1 in 25 money for it.
I see his idea. It's just I don't think he succeeded in the idea. And plus, the trade dress, it does not mix well with this particular type of art.
I wish they would just get rid of their trade dresses, but at least it doesn't cover half the character. So
yeah, it's very minimal. But it looks like a giant.
In this particular solicit, we don't know what the real cover is going to look like. They seem to like to change it at the last minute.
They'll be across her forehead.
At least they show you where the barcode is. Why couldn't the trade dress be like on the top right, where the whole white is? They'll fit there.
Or take the stupid barcode off.
No, we can't do that. We need the barcode in the front. Oh,
God forbid. God forbid. How else would people buy it?
Yeah, how are they going to scan it when people pay for it?
So wow.
Mike, final thoughts?
I have nothing else to say about this. You guys nailed it. It's not good.
Sorry, not good on our end. All right, let's move on.
Try again.
All right, this book is already bananas in the secondary market. People just killing over these red band editions for Blood Hunt. This is issue number 2, the 1 in 25 by Logan Lubera. My question is the red band going to have blood or this black kind of a bloodish black thing? Is that because the characters are vampires, so they bleed black? I'm not sure. But this book is already a $200 book.
What?
It's already sold out.
Oh, come on. It's not that good, people.
I mean, Wolverine's arm doesn't even look like it's attached to his shoulder.
Yeah.
It's
It looks like an action figure.
Go ahead, Crystal. It's going off. I'll show you something.
I mean, I get what they're trying to do here, but it's just not doing it for me. Like, I like Berserker Wolverine as much as anybody else, but
it's going off the hype of this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I didn't really like that one either.
Well, this book sells for $200 as well. Plus,
Woo.
I didn't pay that though. I pre-order. People pre-order. I pay $30.
So is this one an homage to something, or is it just meant to look like those old-timey horror books?
I feel like it is, but I don't recognize it exactly.
But if you look at the monkey paw hands, it looks like the same hand, but kind of. It looks like the fingers are the same. It's just that they switched the thumbs. Kind of looks like they used a weird mirror effect on them.
It looks like he's killing the apes from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I get it.
Mike.
I think the cover is just okay. It might warrant 1 in 25, but certainly not $200. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, what is it that people are drawn to that they want to? What is frankly inferior art? It's really not that great. This is kind of like high school senior level comic book art to me. It's okay,
not junior, senior.
But it's, you know what I mean? Like someone who's not bad, but doesn't, I don't know how to describe it, but it's sort of doodly to me. It doesn't have a, this is like what I used to draw when I was trying to mimic comics, when I was trying to spawn covers and things like that, when I was roughly that age. This is the kind of visual I would get at the end. This is sort of what I would be left with. And to me, that just sort of feels amateur-y kind of to me. And I don't know, this, at least the Thor one, the art is good. I just think it's a poor homage. That was my problem with that one. But I did like the art on it. This one, I don't really love the art on it either. It does have a 90s feel to it again. I get it. But, and I get that it's the red band edition, so it's sort of like uncensored. Man, $200. That's, guys, there are better ways to spend your money. I mean, not that it's none of my business how you spend your money, but shit, there are a lot of great comics you can buy for $200.
Are you sure you don't want to buy this for $200? Like, what's wrong?
I don't want to buy it for $25, Trish.
I don't want to buy this for 25 cents. No,
how much? Yeah, right, exactly. Well, I might buy it for 25 cents.
Yeah.
but I'm not going to buy it for $25. That's for sure. Sure, not for $200.
I don't think I would pick this cover up. I don't like this cover, but it's because I can't look past his bicep.
Yeah.
It's really killing me.
It's got a Sam Keith, kind of a Sam Keithy kind of a feel to it, I guess. But
I feel like
it's moody. Okay, go on.
He says it's better than the Thor.
I didn't mind the Thor. I thought the artwork on the Thor was fine.
No, I think the Thor is better.
What's moody?
Yeah.
No, Foggy.
Oh, somebody else in the chat.
How dare you say the Thor is brilliant? What are you talking about? Look at this beautiful book.
He's supposed to be fugly. He's dead.
It'll probably be for sale at my next comic shop. So I don't know. There's some decent covers on regular A and B.
I was going to say, I'm sure there's other covers for this that are great.
Yeah, like here's one.
Yeah, that's already better.
Yeah, that's better.
It's a little busy, but still better.
Here's a connecting cover from Otto, I think.
Yeah, not bad either.
Yeah, so a couple other covers. So they're all kind of okay. Nothing crazy on this particular book, but man, these red band editions, I'm like you. I don't get it. I thought the first one was a cool. And you said you didn't like the homage of it, but I thought it's a cool homage regardless. Thor's head off the shoulders.
Stray Dogs did that homage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Wolverine did it already too, back like 15 years ago. But
yeah,
yep.
And I had that one too. I was like, it's great.
That book I like. That's a good homage.
Yeah,
Stray Dogs did it on a trade paperback, I think.
But this Wolverine, I just don't get.
No.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hope that black ink they're using as blood on this particular digital copy we have here is not what actually shows up. I hope it's all covered in blood. That would make it a lot
even like some post effect or like a foil something. I don't know, something to make it feel like an incentive. But
that would be cool to have it be black foil.
Yeah, or like shiny and black, like it's got like a spot gloss or something. That'd be neat.
Yeah, like Thor.
Cool.
But I don't know.
Oh well.
I won't begrudge anyone who buys it, but I feel like there's better uses for your money.
You can't buy it anymore on any website. It's all sold out. So eBay is the only way.
Oof.
And I'm pretty sure people are going to be punching each other on Wednesday morning for this one.
Which is silly, because it won't be worth $200 in a year.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm June 8th, near Mint Sundays, Anaheim, California. I'll be selling at the community center over there. All right, Fall of the House X #5, the 1 in 25 by Nick Bradshaw. Mike.
I like how they managed to sneak Storm in the middle of all the trade dresses. Jesus, what the hell, man? I mean, I dig Mohawk Storm, and I really like the old school. I like that version of the uniform. Not sure I care whether it's sort of crop top or not. I like the lightning bolt version. I think it's I just always thought it was a cool look. That obviously dates me, but I do like this art. I think it's good. But man, it's really hard to like the overall cover with all that shit all over it. I mean, how many different freaking logos do they need on these?
They don't need that purple logo because the white one up in the corner, the black and white one, looks so much better. Even if you've got to have trade dress on it, like why?
Yeah. The only thing worse in this book when it comes to trade dresses is the homaging of the Cosmopolitan fashion magazine. Those particular books.
Oh yeah, the ones with all the writing on them.
Oh my god, those were atrocious. That shit was like the worst thing.
Everybody's favorite covers.
Oh god, I can't stand those either. I really don't understand why the barcodes can't go on the back now. Plenty of companies do it. There's no reason not to. It ruins them. I don't get it, man. I really don't. But I like this art because I think I like the choices. I like the Mohawk version, and although I think I sometimes prefer the white version of that uniform over the black one, but that's just me.
Trish,
I love Storm. More Storm covers, please. It doesn't. I don't even care if it's her book. It don't have to be. Put Storm on that Blood Hunt cover. Anyway, no. Just I mean, I love this cover. I love Storm. And so I don't really care what outfit she's wearing. I know she's like the queen of all these different outfits, which I love. But if I can't even pick a favorite. But I like this one. I really wish they didn't have that purple shield logo at the bottom. They don't need it when they've got the one up in the top corner. But it's a winner for me.
There you go.
Night, Sarah. Bye, girl.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Mohawk personally, but this one actually, I think the actual art piece of Storm is pretty well drawn. I love the detail on the Mohawk. You see all the little squiggly lines. That's pretty cool. The way he drew the face, the jacket, the gold, the chains is hanging everywhere. I'm not sure about the feet. Something's wrong with the feet. She got club feet, horse feet? What's going on?
Wearing like those shoes with the giant
What size? Is size 2, size 3 for babies? I don't know.
Baby thick-soled shoes.
Yeah. Just a Liefeld problem here. I don't know. I don't know about those feet, but and also the legs and the buttocks. It seems a little like there's nothing there almost. A little too.
You said she should have more booty.
Yeah, it's like it's a Pancakeville right there.
Booty.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Are you freaking serious?
Buttocks. So. Yeah, it's not that, but in general, it's a good cover. You can't go wrong with the cover. $25. I don't know about that. That's a little tough.
Not that trade dress on it like that. Ugh.
Yeah, if it's a 125, remove all the trades. Make it a virgin, Marvel. What the hell?
Yeah.
Put a damn barcode on a 1 in 25 in the front. Fail. All right.
Marvel's doing everything. Oh, look at that. Look at
that. We were talking about this book a little earlier. This is Pharaoh #3.
I have no bias here.
By somebody. 1 in 25. Of course, again, Jenny Frizen. Simple Cat. Trish, what do you think?
Well, I love... Okay, so as Jenny Frison covers go, I know Mike's not exactly impressed with this one, but it's elegant and it's different. Like it's something different from her. And it's simple elegance. It implies the spooky, like, scariness of the rabies virus that we have going on with this, the seeming innocence of this cat. Also, I got to hold the original pencils of this. It's fantastic.
Wow, you do?
I held them. I didn't buy them. I didn't have that money at C2E2, but I know who has them. I know who has it. And I'm like, good for you, man. Not me. But I like the cover. My problem, which is always my problem with reds, is that when you get into this nose area where the brown starts to come in, it's going to get real muddy. And printing muddy colors like that gets difficult. And I'm not going to say anything, but the copies I have, they kind of look a little muddy. But it's still a beautiful cover. It still looks good. It photos well. But, as far as Jenny covers go, I like it because it's different than her usual work.
Different cover from Jenny Frison. Mike?
And I would agree with that part of it. I mean, I like any time an artist kind of breaks away from what their norm is, and there's wrong with it. It's a good, solid cover. I just feel like I wanted something a little more from her, and it's really hard for me to not. So, the great thing about Stray Dogs and Feral both is that I'm invested in the characters, and so the characters that I see in the book, I want them to be on the covers. This doesn't read as any
I instantly grabbed one
to me, and so as a result, it just doesn't. This book, not necessarily. Well, of course you like it because it's a
Look
good
at Trish
cat.
Ballin with her one.
I'm just showing you the texture.
Yeah,
how it came out. Like that's what I'm talking about.
I don't think it's too terrible. I can get what you mean, though.
But it photos well. Like, it still photos well. She's great.
So that's why I said what I said earlier about Trish's cover is that it's the characters that I'm invested in there on the cover in peril, and I prefer that. So it's not that I like that kind of thing more, and that happens to be Trish's cover in this particular case. Even though I'm not plugging that cover because you're here. I really do honestly think it's the best cover on the book this week.
Oh, I think it's the best one too. Did you see the thank you variant that we did?
I did.
I'm about to show your covers here because I.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, I don't like this cover.
Snap.
I think it's too simple. I think Jenny kind of cheated us out of her more art. I think she could have done a lot more with this. This feels too simple to me. Especially when you compare it to some of the other cover. Oh, wrong. Hold up. Wrong one. You grab this one. There you go. This is the one I want. If you compare it to some of the I know I pre-ordered the cover A, your cover. I think it's a cool cover. So let's a little zoom in there. A little zoomy. Look at that rabies saliva, dude. That shit's dope.
This wolf ain't having none of this cat's business.
Yeah, the fear in her face, this whole collage here is awesome. I like that.
It's great.
This homage right here is brilliantly done, I think.
Megan.
Megan, dude, I didn't watch the movie, but I immediately identified what it is. I knew it's Megan.
It was the bow, like we had to nail the bow, so you should have seen us try with textures. I'm like, come on, we can do it. Don't be stupid. Let's go.
So I dig that. What else we have here? We have there's a virgin.
Well, of course, there's a virgin variant. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the one we're talking about now.
Oh, so there's a one per store, I think, a thank you variant. That's the line art version of the A cover.
Is it? Oh, the line art for this one.
Yeah, let me see if I got one handy. I'm pretty
sure.
Is
it black and white?
Mm-hmm.
Let me. If you have it, I'll zoom. I'll highlight you there.
Yeah. I can put it in my hands here. I just bagged and boarded all of
Hey
my
guys,
feral.
do this. I have to gracefully bow out of the rest of this evening's podcast for multiple family member needs.
Uh-oh.
My apologies to everyone, but enjoy the show. I will watch the rest of it on the rewind day. I was gonna say goodnight.
Night, Dale.
Bye, Dale.
Good night.
Good night. Why are you doing this?
Sorry, guys.
Why are you doing this?
Bye. So let's okay. Let me zoom you in there. Oh, not me. You. There you go.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So you can see the original. My original pencils are behind it, and then Tony's inks are on top. And then we also changed the trade dress to blue to go with the blue outlines.
That might actually look better. I think I like that one more.
I like it. I think it's pretty cool. It's like, it reminds me of the what do you call it? Like the artist edition type covers. But you can see the paw right here, where I originally drew it down and he drew it up. So
I don't think I've ever seen it on a pencils cover. You see the outline.
So he put my original pencils underneath, and then his inks on top. Like you can tell, I drew the teeth a certain way. He drew them differently than I drew them. So, he just moved them around a little bit.
Yeah.
And then all the spit and gross. Yeah. This cover was,
That looks good. I do like the blue on the trade. I think that pops pretty good.
That's the cool thing when when you're trying to make an incentive, something that everyone would buy. You want to do something different. So change the trade dress a little bit, make it fit with what you're doing. Take notes, Marvel.
Yeah, you're actually putting some thought into that.
Marvel. In our glow in the dark for number 2. Did you notice in our glow in the dark for number 2, even the trade dress glowed in the dark?
Yeah,
which was really cool.
I don't know why I didn't buy it. I'm an idiot.
Well, let me know if you need an from one. I got some.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just bagged and boarded 450 comics yesterday.
You did?
Trying to get them put away. And I ran out of...
And I bet you when I'm bagging and boarding, 40 of them.
I would have finished them all. However, I ran out of bags and boards last night. I ran out of... I had to order some more, so that way I could, keep bagging and boarding.
Where do you get your supplies from?
I order them from Third Eye Comics because they get special ones. So I just order them from them. It's not like I get any sort of discount or anything. I just order it from them because I always just go there. They have literally stacks and stacks and stacks of them.
Yeah, I just tried a new company on Amazon. Just showed me a new company that does bags and boards.
Ooh.
And I never heard of them. And here it is. It's called the company's called? Well, the books is Zero Issue. Let me actually hold up. Let me click on it. The brand is Zero Issue. That's what it's called. And here's here's actual how it looks.
Oh, nice.
So, and they're a 2.5 millimeter thickness. It's not instead of your standard 2.0, 2.5.
So, I'll check them out because I know that I need more, and I literally used every one I had around the house. Every time I go to Third Eye, I buy a pack of bags and boards, and I had a bunch of them around, so I used them all, and I still had 30 books that didn't make it, and I was like, oh god damn. Now they're all just sitting in the box, just unprotected.
Yeah, so far I like them. When I find new bags and boards, I always like to try them out, see, especially if I know they're a little thicker, I'll definitely want to pick them up.
Oh yeah, because I think I was using 3 mil for my stuff.
Yeah, I typically get 3 mil. I have another company I do. I forgot. I can't remember the name right now, but I usually get 3 millimeter. But outside of 2.5, a little thinner, but it's a little more crystal clear. The bag.
Yeah, the 3 mil ones are a little bit
a little more foggier.
Yeah, they're kind of foggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, which Third Eye is my shop? There are so many now. Yep, Third Eye Annapolis, the mothership, as they call it. That one is the one that I like to go to.
Mhm.
That's the closest one to me. But yeah, get Pharaoh number 3 on Wednesday. I don't care if you buy just the A cover. Go get it. It's really ramping up the action. It's gonna be a good middle to this 5-issue arc.
There you go.
And I mean, definitely pick up the Jenny if you can. She did a good job.
All right. Well, since we have a little intermission here, before I lose the crowd, I want to just mention real quick. Then you can see me at Near Mint Sundays on June 8th. I think the best comic book show in Southern California is this Saturday, June 8th, at the Brookhurst Community Center in Orange County, California, in the Southern California area. Stop at the Brookhurst Community Center in Anaheim, California, June 8th. It's a late night one. Starts at 2 p.m., goes all the way to 8 p.m.
Ooh.
Best comic book show. Yeah, I know we're doing a late night one. I know it says Near Mint Sundays, but for this particular one, we're doing a Saturday. And I just messed up my whole setup. Nice.
Shameless self-promotion ends up in disaster.
Yeah, because I always forget to mention. I'm like, this is like the second time I remember to do it. So I think when it comes to comic books, it's better than SDCC. So, or Wonder.
Well, I was going to say SDCC is very entertainment heavy.
Yeah, well, better than WonderCon or LA Comic Con, any of the big comic book shows. This is the best comic book show in Southern California.
Ooh.
You get good deals there on books. If you want good deals on books, you are hard to find books, stop by. Oh, did I pass it? Oh, okay. All right, we're done with the incentives. We're going to do store exclusives, and that's our next step here. So we got J. Scott Campbell, man, he's just been on fire lately. His books have been selling like hotcakes. Not because he's doing anything different. I don't know. It's just, I guess people are appreciating his art more in the last couple months, especially since they did those 3-book release of those homage of his classic Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy, or Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane art, the homages of those. And ever since then, man, he's been pumping them out, and he's been selling them, and he's selling them expensive too. These are limited 3,000 to an 1,800 for the Virgin, cost $66.50. This is from the actual Campbell website. He's doing the Spider-Man 1 homage here for Thundercats issue number 4. Trish, your thoughts?
I wish it wasn't an homage. Like, I wish he had drawn like an original illustration of Lion-O doing something. Because I think enough people know who Lion-O is. They don't need to see him doing someone else's bit. But, I mean, because it's drawn well. It's rendered well. I don't hate it. But...
yeah, I thought about it for a second, too. And I'm like, nah. I don't know. It's all well done. It's Campbell, and glad to see he's drawing a male, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the homage kind of kills it. Or I'd love to see him just do.
I mean, like Lion-O has his own trademark poses that he does.
Hold the sword up in the air.
Could have done that.
Or put the sword in front of his face. Yeah. Any of those, driving the thunder tank or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. And the floor is weird. Is he on top of a house? It's like tile.
It looks like a roof.
It's like shingles he's standing on somebody's roof. He's just
the only type of cover I have not seen anyone do. I mean, maybe I'm missing the point. Is Mumra in this series? Like, did Mumra die? Because I haven't seen anyone do a cover with Mumra on it.
No, there's several in issue 1. But after issue 1, I've been buying them. I haven't read them.
I was gonna say I only I love the artist who draws it because he's like the nicest dude. But I kind of peeked through. I read issue 1 because I was like, gotta read it. And then I got 2 and 3. I got 2 and 3, and I didn't really I haven't had time to read those yet. But I hope that I hope he does well with these. I mean, at least he's true to the numbers. I didn't think that Dynamite's numbers were like that, but super high like that.
Well, J. Scott Campbell, his stuff has been selling out pretty fast. So I guess he's assuming
He's
that
just
he
gonna
needs to
sell it.
up his order or something. Well, he's been on Marvel. He's doing a lot of Marvel stuff. So maybe
I would have loved to see him do like an epic Snarf cover, but at least he didn't lean into like Chitara. At least he didn't lean into his like his wheelhouse. He did something different. So good for him.
Yeah, there's a couple new female cats on Thundercats. So he could have done that. That would have been easy. He could have been like a typical Street Fighter artist and just do females for everything. But
right, exactly.
There you go. And
that's his wheelhouse. He could have done that right away and hit a home run. He's got to work harder for this one.
He could have homaged his own coverage just using Thundercats characters.
Exactly.
That would have sold like a hotcakes too. So.
He could have did it easy with like a Spider-Gwen, or like a like a homage.
Well,
like a Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, I could see him doing the kissing the one kissing the one with like Spider-Gwen, not Spider-Gwen, Black Cat and Peter Parker kissing on the cover or whatever. And but could have done with Thundercats characters, and I'm pretty sure that would have sold out pretty fast.
Oh my gosh, J. Scott Campbell, we're not trying to tell you how to do your job, man.
Yeah, he could just literally just parody himself and just keep homaging himself with different characters, and also
they really would. Like, did Tyler Kirkham do that for a long time? Where he had he was doing that battle damage, invincible type style for a long time.
Yeah, he's
doing that on everything.
He's done Turtles and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, but I think those finally slowed down, so they stopped. Yeah.
Well, good for him.
All right. Yep, the emojis are correct. This is coming from the 5 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Will Jack, limited to 500. I don't believe the limitation. Cost $60. Pretty pricey. It's Vampirella. Which title Vampirella? Thanks, Alonzo. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of the Vampirellas. It's one of the 50 Vampirella books that are out.
God, I'm trying to think of the actress. She's a super hot actress right now. Uber popular on social media. I'm thinking he's literally just copying her because she is known for her assets and same face. It's literally the same face. I'll look up her name in a minute, but Trish, your thoughts on this one?
I mean, it's a store exclusive, right? I mean, that's pretty much all I got for you. I mean, it's a very well drawn cover.
Sydney Sweeney. That's right, Sydney Sweeney.
She looks great. I can't really add too much to it. It's a little bit boring with no background, and just these little bats in the background. It's a little boring.
He knows his audience.
Yeah, they're not buying it for the depth of the illustration. But yeah,
that's true.
I'm probably not ever gonna pay $60 for a Vampirella cover. But is it just for one, or is that for the set? I imagine it's for the set.
That's for the set. There's a red cover set and a black cover set. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the bats are still there. You just can't see them when it's black background.
He said on IG this was a rare oil painting, something along those lines. I mean, if he actually painted this, then respect, props, I mean, at least she looks good. The foreshortening on the arm looks okay. The perspective on the other arm looks fine.
Well, what was the original background? Because obviously
was it just a wash?
Yeah, he definitely put her in Photoshop and removed her from whatever. You can see the outline of her hair. Mm-hmm. There's a different color tone. There's
it's like a blue.
Yeah, it's a different background. So it's a horrible Photoshop to begin with.
I don't like the red one. I don't like the red one. I like the black one better. Would have looked better if he had brushed around where the knees are and kind of just, made that whole thing just kind of black down, past her knees. That way, she just kind of looks like she was emerging from the darkness.
If you're a male human and you're alive, I don't blame you. You don't like this cover, but yeah, it's cool. But I love to see the original art that this was taken from.
Yeah, I want to see the whole oil piece. Show it to me, dude.
And I stick to it. She looks like Sydney Sweeney. Look her up.
Yeah.
So she's a hit girl right now. It's cool cover. Like I said, I when it comes to limitation, I never believe this little group. I always don't.
Well, I thought that Dynamite's minimums were at least 1,000. So if there's 4 different versions of this, there's going to be 4,000 books out there.
Oh.
If there's 2 versions of this, there's going to be 2,000 of it somewhere.
So at least 1,500 more that we're not accounting for here.
Mm-hmm.
And that sticks to this little group story. They're usually about
We're going to a box.
Yeah.
So in our warehouse later.
Yeah, Black Friday.
Yeah. Mystery box sale later.
All right. We're moving on to some Spider-Man. By man, these names this week are tough. Ijikure from Sleeping Giant. I never heard of that store. Limitation. It's got to be 3,000. It's Marvel. 3,000, 1,000. Cost $45 for the set. Your thoughts on this one?
I like the poses on the reflections more than I like the ones because it's a reflection cover. Like it's the alternate version, the non-venomized version of them. I like the reflections better. The non-venomized version. The Spider-Man looks a little flat. The venomized one. He looks a little like his shoulder. The one that's kind of in the foreground there should be like up higher. His pose is a little less dynamic than it could be, but I'd like this outfit on the venomized Gwen. I like that outfit. It's interesting. I mean, it's rendered well. It's an Ejikuri cover. The trade dress is kind of fun. I don't love that they went behind the trade dress. I think the Spider-Man in the reflection should be behind the trade dress, and the Spider-Man in front of the, like on the front of the window, should be in front of the trade dress.
So the trade dress, because obviously these Photoshop, this is a big composite they did. The trade dress should be like more tilted to the right and laying flat on the glass.
Yeah, like they can do it too. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, it's an easy 20 minutes of your life to just do that.
It does feel a little, kind of still. And how many spider people do you really need? But, I mean, I like the Gwen. I don't like the venomized spider guy. I don't like him.
Yeah, I agree. I think the color versions are better. I like the idea. I like the gimmick. I don't think I've ever seen this before, or at least not in a very long time. Where the reflection they're basically a reflection of each other. So
yeah.
Cool idea.
Yeah, I do like the concept.
But it's totally different. These are all individual art. He drew all the Spider-Man separate because he could tell he just kind of composited it all together. So he just made one big collage there. It looks good though, but there's definitely some misses here. I
think the trade dress just wrecks it. Like the Virgin version is much better on the eyes than the other one.
So I like the stormy.
Spend your money wisely.
Also, the weather is stormy and dark, and over here it's all sunny and bright.
Yeah, the black suit Spidey looks a little flat.
Yeah, torso's a little off too.
Yeah.
Is this the last one? I forgot.
Oh, is it?
Nope.
No.
Oh. All right. So we do have a Street Fighter book here.
Oh, your redemption arc.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Alonzo, come on, man. Give me a title, bro. Chad, let me know what title this is. Ijikure, Unknown Comics, Anti-Hero Gallery, 616. I'm surprised it's not a New Dawn exclusive to the website, but LE, we don't know. Cost, we don't know. But it's out there. It's coming soon. I know there's a new Street Fighter book coming out. The Street Fighter books don't mean shit anymore. It's like the stories. There's very rarely they mean anything in the overall arc. It's just they're just tossing out these little short stories all the time. So, But it's all about what's your It's all about the art, never about the story. Just the art, the art, the art, and they love to draw the women. I'm
Well,
like,
yeah.
I love women. I'm married to one, but I love to see. Yeah, I love to see some of the dudes from Street Fighter once in a while. Well, at least it's not Chun-Li. At least it's not Cammy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, those are the standards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. It looks like street art. Like it looks like
That's always the goal with the Street Fighter books. It's always like street art vibe. The colors are very bright, very neon. There is a Chun-Li though on this cover. It's on her cell phone.
Is it? She's. I like that her cell phone has like a picture on the back, or it's either a picture on the back or that she's turned her phone to face outward.
I think it's her that just knocked out Chun-Li, and there's a little KO symbol on there, and she's showing it. And she's
like a victory screen.
Yeah, she's on Instagram. She's live on Instagram. I can tell.
Nice.
So
I don't know. I think I dig it. I mean, I definitely dig it more than that Spider-Man one.
Yeah, it's a lot better than the Spider-Man one, 100%.
I mean, it's way zoomed in, you know, but the character design is cool. She's rendered neat. I don't necessarily care if it's a different background, but I like the brighter one more.
Oh, but I'm a Street Fighter mark, so for me, it's easy to sell. I love mostly any Street Fighter cover, but it's cool. It's at least it's a newer female character. There's a lot more covers coming out. This character, so you might see a little bit of a tidal wave of this particular character in your stores. So, all right, I guess we're done with this one. And I think that was the last one. Nope. There's an he added another one. Oh, my bad.
Oh,
this was the Peach cover of the week by Josh Burns. This is the Unknown Comics Anti-Hero Gallery 616. This is the Alonzo approved cover of the week. Where's Apollo Crews when I need it? If you're there's so many fetishes in this one cover. It's ridiculous. You're into feet, you're into butts.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a couple of he's strategically using that vest.
You're into taunts.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, this cover's got it all covered.
I never realized she has like a big old tat on her back. It's like almost like a Spider-Man tattoo, the Spider-Man design in her back.
Yeah, it looks like it goes all the way around.
Like Ben Reilly. And her, this cover's bananas. Have you ever noticed the boobs are literally out in the sun on the other side?
Yeah, they're literally. I said he's using this vest very strategically.
Yeah, because it's totally you can see it's totally unzipped right here.
That's why she looks. That's why she's making that. That's why she has her tongue stuck out. She's like, I bet you wish you could see the front of this cover.
Yeah, this is a crazy cover.
I don't necessarily like the foot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's totally a foot fetish. There's a whole like sect just dedicated to foot fetish things.
Wow, wowzers! I mean, it's a very well rendered foot, but
where is the liquid coming from though? See those water splashes?
Yeah, I see there's water splashes. And for some reason, a spider web in the background, or is that like a broken window?
I guess her thing is spiders. That's why there's kind of a Spider-Man.
That's why the Spider-Man tattoo.
Her butt's it's over the top. It's funny.
Her whole butt, yeah.
It's totally up in the air.
Man, I didn't know the moon could be so bright. Woo!
It's you got the Mark Brooks glossiness to it too. So,
I mean, if you're into all those things. I bet you can't go wrong, but that's not. I like the other one better.
The other one better? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the other one's better in general because it looks a little more.
This pose is really strange. Like the arm that's like up. Her back looks weird.
No, I know exactly what he's aiming for. This is a very sexualized cover.
Yeah, he's just trying to get that booty, that foot, the boobs, the
the whole angle and everything. Yeah, Josh knew exactly what he was shooting for, and he succeeded. And This will probably sell pretty well for unknown and anti-hero in 616. Congratulations, you got a TNA book.
Yeah.
You know, it's
get yourself a booty cover.
It's for free on the internet, you know, folks.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for it.
You know the right words. The search bar will give you whatever you want.
Google is a wonderful thing. All right. Done with the TNAs. Let's see. I think that's it. All right. There you go. Like Mike said, I would apologize. He had to take off a little early today, but you can check out his cover fire article that he writes on all the regular A, B, C, and all the basic covers that come out this particular week. But he did say this particular week he is not writing a cover. That job's just asking for a lot of his time. So, but he has a tons of articles going back years. You can check out all his articles on cbsi.com. He writes cover tunes and cover fire on cbsi.com or Comic Book Invest. And let's stop. Oh, I know one more thing. Well, before I know you got some news you want to share. So before we do that, let me start sharing here.
Well, that news is different news. That's private news.
Okay. Okay.
But as far as where I'll be.
Oh, before you share, before me do this real quick.
Go ahead.
Don't forget, stop by coverprice.com. Type in the 1014. 30 days limited cover price for 99 cents. Go to BridgeCityComics.com, TNH10, 10% off your purchase. And go to SpaceGeek.com, Team Nerdherd to save 10% off your first purchase of the displays. All right, go ahead.
Wonderful. I will be at Three Rivers Con in Pittsburgh on June 1st and 2nd.
You cut out. You didn't repeat what you said? You cut out.
Oh, I'll be at Three Rivers Con in Pittsburgh, June 1st and 2nd. With a couple of people I know. Maria Wolf will be there.
Oh, my hero.
Yeah, I've got to thank her for that awesome barrel cover that she did for us. And let's see, who else? Garrett Gunn, Dave Wechter, who is the artist on Tony's other book, Uncanny Valley. He'll be my neighbor. And Franco, who does like all comic stuff. So all of us will be hanging out there for the weekend. My sister's actually going with me. So she's never been to a Comic-Con before, so she will be enlightened. This will be my twin sister's first Comic-Con.
A comic book con convention version.
Yeah.
Always best the first time.
That's why, this is one I can drive to, so,
always their first times when their eyes are just wide open, their mouths are like.
You should have seen my mom at Ocean City Comic-Con last year. She'd never been to a Comic-Con either, and she's just sitting there at my table like, look at that guy. Look at that person. Like somebody comes by with an R2-D2 just rolling by, and she's like, whoa.
The sights and sounds of a convention, the smells.
Oh, the smells. And then, the questions that you get asked, and you have to just sit there with, a straight face while you answer just the weirdest questions you've ever heard.
Since you're definitely a professional, I'm pretty sure you get some weird
we get some strange requests, but nothing so far for me, knock on wood, not anything too off the wall. So I'll be there. Of course, Feral number 3 comes out this Wednesday. Let's see, what else am I doing? And then in July, I've got San Diego.
So you're coming down to San Diego. So you're going. When are you coming down?
Thursday. Thursday morning. My flight gets in at like 8 a.m. So.
Oh, so okay.
I'll be there the whole day. I know Image will have stuff for me to do. I don't really have anywhere to land. I'm just kind of cruising around. I was working on an exclusive. I was working on a plush toy of Elsie from the comic that I was going to have at San Diego, but we didn't make the deadline in time.
Manufacturer.
Yeah. It would have had to be like on a boat. Like it would have been getting ready to get on the boat now to get here in time.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe you could do a couple customs. Somebody can make a couple customs for you.
I'm gonna see if they can't get me at least the prototype out, so that way I'll at least have something to show off.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that way I'll have something to like take pre-orders for or something. But I'm doing it myself. So, like, Image was gonna do it, but communication kind of broke down, and so that like kind of hampered it. Um, but that's fine. You know, I started that process too late with them. So if I had said I had already been working on the prototype for like 2 months,
Yeah.
just the back and forth process. There's just so many things just in the works. I really can't wait for the stuff to just start coming out so that way I can start talking about it all. It's also exciting, you know. But
yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
But yeah, I'm working on something to bring to Comic-Con. I don't know what I'll bring. I don't even know who I'll be with because I know Tony will be there and I'll be hanging with him some of the time. But otherwise, it's just going to be me roaming around saying like, you know, let me draw books for you or whoever, you know. Yeah. Marvel, you guys got some animals I can draw, right?
Well, at its true nature, it's a networking event, really, right? So I'm pretty sure you have a ton of stuff to do. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, I hope that, you know, people that I've met at other cons, because I've done a lot more shows this year than I have in the past. Hopefully those folks are going to San Diego and I'll be able to meet up with them, and you know, I won't just be spending the whole time staring at the Funko booth, like trying to plot how I'm going to get in there.
Well, just for you Funko heads out there, the Fun Day tickets should be going on sale here very soon. I think. So.
Man, I went last year. And they're doing it like for a couple days this time, right?
2 days back at the Hyatt, no more shell.
Ooh.
Better food. They promised better food too. So.
Oh, not those sad chicken sandwiches or whatever it was that they had.
I went last year and I hyped it up for my wife. Yeah, their food is great. And it was this horrible fucking sandwich house.
I was living vicariously through you guys at
San Diego.
San Diego, because like when I go, I get too overwhelmed by everything, so I just kind of don't. I don't see anything, and I'm like trying to take pictures like a tourist, but I'm like, you know, of course you're shoulder to shoulder with people, you can't move, so I don't know, but it's promising to be fun. I know I'll have stuff to do with Image while I'm out there, but I don't know what they're gonna have me doing yet. So
okay, well we'll find out soon. We got about 2 months, so
man.
We're almost
then
there.
I have a My Little Pony convention in Seattle in
August. Yeah,
Mike's favorite. I told him I'm gonna buy him something.
Did you get him tickets? Did you get him tickets? No.
Come on, bring Dale. He'll love it.
Yeah, he can be a brony. He's a closet brony. So.
Oh, you should.
All right.
Well, I tormented him. I drew him as a pony, and I sent it to him. And then I told him I would send it to you guys if he ever crossed me.
Oh, my God, you did?
Yeah.
I'll let you know. He ever speaks ill of you. And
if he ever trashes me,
he's
going down. He's going to see this on the replay like, that bitch.
I'll be itching to see that image real fast. So like Mike usually says, but he's not here today. No artist. Oh, that's really your saying. You said.
Yeah, no artist for harm in the making of this podcast. We really didn't hurt anybody tonight. I'm very proud of us.
We've been pretty gentle the last few weeks with them, so it's like it's not.
I feel like it's been slim pickings lately, though. You know.
Yeah, I think me and Lazo talk. I'm like, let's try to do more positive covers. Because he loves to put the shitty covers on there.
So it's not just a shit show the whole time.
I'm like, dude, he likes it, but I'm like, I don't like it.
It gets a little tough, like, you know, because art is so subjective. Like, we're yucking on somebody else's favorite thing.
I know, and it's you know, maybe they could be watching, hurting their feelings. I don't know, but hey, it's just art opinions. Art opinions are just it's. You gotta be thick-skinned in the world out there, especially in social media.
That's all right. All the time.
All right, so let's say sayonara, and let me get the banner before I even start saying bye bye, because I gotta click on something to say bye bye. So I'm so bad at editing these things. I just gotta.
You do it.
There's so many. The stuff I'm seeing is like a million thumbnails. I gotta find the right one. It's like, which one is it? Okay. One time I clicked on the wrong one from like it's like old names on their old emails, and I was like, oh, wrong one. So, all right. If you want to do it right, be a comic cover whore for life. There you go. Bye bye.